That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Mitchell going top shelf for Smith-Schuster, and that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 76 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
the play fake. Henderson. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Henderson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Henderson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First and 10 is Connor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
To Connor here on first. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down, Mitchell. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot defensively. How do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Caldwell to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 1st and 10, Henderson going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
50 extra light. 50 extra light. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
42.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Henderson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Mitchell. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. throw. Mitchell. Screen pass to Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
He's crossing. He's checking ground.
Now it's Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, Mitchell. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
First down. It's Connor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
47 to mark, 47. Check, 47.
Operating from the gun, Mitchell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Mitchell. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
A gain of 7.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. On first down, Mitchell. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
10, Jets nothing.
Second down and 3. From the gun, Mitchell. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Hooked off by Ashton Davis. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on first down. Gibbons. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
The ball carried by
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, let's go. 49, check 49, check 49. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man open, that's Harry. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
That's good.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Here we go. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check that, street. Turn. Wide, get wide.
Off-play action. Henderson sliding out of the pocket. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37.
1st and 10 at the 34.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Henderson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 6-yard line.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Henderson. That's complete right around the 8. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Jets 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mitchell. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Down at the 43.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And to give this time to the tailback. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Mike 58, right there. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 26. Check 26. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. It's a safety crit. No check. No check.
Now a first down carry by Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Off the play fake, Henderson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
From the gun on 3rd down, Henderson. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Throwing again. Mitchell, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. He'll get that one complete to Connor. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
The Steeler first down.
To throw is Mitchell. Off play action. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Mitchell. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going deep for Hopkins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing again. Henderson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's third down.
Mike 58 right there. Check three. Check three.
From the gun, Henderson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Denzel Mims, incomplete.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Caldwell to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 20. Five-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That catch good for only a couple. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Looking to throw on second down. Henderson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Operating from the gun, Henderson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Mitchell on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mitchell's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action. Mitchell. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and short.
3 yards to go.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
4th down.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. Oh, Connor loses it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Watch twist.
Following the fumble recovery, Henderson flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Let's go, D. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check it out. 19.
Throwing on first down. Henderson looking for his running back, and he's got him. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Quick dash. Come.
From the gun, Henderson. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got? Hey, check them. Street. Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll try the left side. Gibbons. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Henderson. Catch is made by Harry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Let's see what you got. Hey, 58 is the money. Go, 58 is the money. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
They'll run the option on third and short yardage. That's out to the left and complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Watch safety green. Watch safety 19, 18.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Check, check. Fresno. 70 Lion. Trap 60.
Operating from the gun, Henderson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete. Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Henderson. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
A 38-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. They start the drive with Connor. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
5 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go, Shaq. 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake. Mitchell. That's complete to his running back Connor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Mitchell on 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Mitchell. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. This is Connor. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Mitchell now to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Try to surge ahead with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
On 1st and 10, Henderson. And a little floater there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Throwing again. Henderson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to run with Connor, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mitchell. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Mitchell. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Part partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. From the gun, Henderson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Henderson, a screen to Bell. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 33-yard line.
Back to throw again. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun. Henderson looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Henderson, he's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. 36. 36.
Operating from the gun, Henderson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
To throw on 2nd down, Henderson eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Hey, watch it, watch it. Slam.
Here's Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed the name, I like your respect. Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, I know I sat down with my account, he said.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines, offense on for 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They start with a give to Connor. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
At the 3-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got it. Check nickel.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Pittsburgh, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-0.